I'm Cape Jewel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Action Comics number 936. What is the strange and amazing story behind this extra Clark Kent that has shown up in Metropolis? I don't know. Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright, so as the comic opens, we check on in with Clark Kent, or at least that third Clark Kent, the mysterious one who's been running around. In his internal monologue, we find out that before he quote-unquote disappeared, he was investigating a company called Genetron. And now that he's back like the good journalist that he is, he wants to find the story and get to the bottom of what's going on there, even if it ends up killing him. Now from there, we flash on back to a big news press conference where Lex Luthor, the brand new owner and publisher of the Daily Planet, pats himself on the back for a job well done during the Doomsday Crisis. Lex also wants to use this as an opportunity to bring the new Clark Kent forward and dispel any rumors about him. If you remember, Lois Lane ended up outing Superman's secret identity as Clark Kent, so this guy has a lot of explaining to do, and he does. He says that he had always kind of looked like Superman, and when the Genetron story got too dangerous, Superman agreed to switch places with him until the heat died down. Now obviously as the reader, this story doesn't make sense to us, but Lex decides to put this story to a lie detector test, and the Clark ends up passing. As far as he knows, he's telling the truth, and as a matter of fact, we find out later in this same issue that this lie detector was actually administered by Batman of all people, so you know it's trustworthy, unlike most lie detector tests that are kinda BS. And you know what, speaking of things that are kinda bullshit, and we get a chance to check on in with Clark and Jimmy Olsen interacting together. You'll remember in the last arc, Jimmy was so sure that this guy was Superman and asked him to help save the day, but was shocked when he couldn't. Now it seems Jimmy has almost completely changed his tune, going, yeah, Clark, you were never Superman, I agree. If nothing else, these two journalists do manage to hit upon a pretty interesting tidbit of information, and that is that the Genetron building was robbed the same day Doomsday showed up, meaning that this was indeed the building that Doomsday came from. When Clark and Jimmy attempt to confront the head of Genetron, he understandably says he's never seen either of these men before, and there was never any story being done on him or his company. So yeah, a lot of things in a row are not exactly adding up, and this is what pushed this Clark to try and break into the building and see what he could find, even if he admitted that that's not a very Clark Kent thing to do. It is a very Lois thing. Company security ended up grabbing this Clark and attempted to execute him by throwing him off the building. Also, wow, this security dude's gotta be super strong if he can lift this full-grown man up. Clark Kent is saved by the last-minute intervention of Superman, who says that, yeah, we really need to have a talk, you and I, as the comic ends. Action Comics number 936 was an interesting issue, even if I did raise an eyebrow a couple times. I don't doubt Dan Jurgens has something in mind for this other Clark Kent that's running around, but in the back of my comic book fan mind, I can't help but keep saying to myself, it's gonna be a clone, or a robot, or time displacement, or something. Or maybe I'm totally wrong, and maybe this other Clark Kent is just in here so we can put the genie back in the bottle of Superman being outed as Clark Kent during DCU. If nothing else, we did get a pretty decent newsman Clark Kent story of him chasing down the leads against all costs. There's something compelling about that, even if I didn't quite enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the stuff from the last arc. Overall, though, I would give this one a 7 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Jewel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.